Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live for the Straight Jacket podcast. Podcast 265. I'm with my guy Nuruddin. He's wrapped up. He's cold. It's not very, very pleasant out there, man. It's like Siberia, mate. You know what I mean? It's like I'm telling you, man, it's like Siberia, man. It's crazy, man. It's
Hold
crazy.
tight,
Man. Big up
Jarvis,
to you,
man. Listen, big up, hold tight, Jarvis. You know Jarvis? Sometimes
Yeah.
in North of Norway, it's -30.
Wow. Maybe we are complaining, Lord. Maybe we are complaining.
Trust me.
But you know what it is though? What at least they're at least made for that sort of temperature. Their houses. This house that I'm living in right now ain't made for nothing, mate. You know what I'm trying to say to you, bro? So that's all I know right now. You know what I'm trying to say? So big up to everybody who's cold out there. Listen, if you put the heater on, you know what I mean, you're getting built up. If you don't, you're freezing to death. So everybody look after themselves, man. It's bad times out there. But Nuruddin, welcome. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. People not getting notifications. I see there's a little bit of the reduced numbers in here. So guys, like the video, people, man. If you're here, if you're new around here, smash the likes. It'll help the algorithm a lot, people. So please do that. But Nuruddin, man, 2-2 yesterday, yeah. And I don't know what it is with me, yeah, but I feel like a lot of people are just almost accepting yesterday, you know, like it's okay, 2-2, we'll take that. You know what I mean? But I come out the ground feeling a bit embarrassed, man. I come out the ground, I was a bit angry, I was a bit frustrated. And then I come on the podcast after, and I just thought to myself, like, yo, United fans happy with a draw, you know, man. Like, I'll take that. For me, I thought the manner, sometimes about the manner in which you draw. If you get a last minute equalizer and you didn't deserve it, you can't come in there and say, yo, listen, you know, you kind of, you know, deserved more, when in reality, we did deserve more. But Nuruddin, man, what did you make of that game, and in general, your whole feeling of that result yesterday?
The result, it's not something I expected. I expected us Tottenham to, even with 5 or 6 of their best players out, to bob us around and to win comfortably. So I was surprised that we got a draw. In terms of the performance, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing in all caps. It was all in cap, embarrassing. embarrassing. That's what it was. It was unbelievable. It's unbelievable to watch. What's the other guy they got in midfield? Højbjerg and the other guy.
Højbjerg, Skip, and Bentancur.
Skip.
Bentancur.
No. Listen.
Skip and Højbjerg.
Bentancur is levels. Bentancur
Yeah.
is levels. He's better than any of our midfielders, Bentancur. Maybe you think Kobe might reach his levels when he gets older. But he's levels. He's quality. Skip and Højbjerg bopped us around the football park, Saeed.
Crazy, man.
Let me repeat. So for the people at the back, Skip and Højbjerg bobbed us around that football pitch like it was nobody's business. So listen, I did a match preview because I watched Tottenham in it. It's one of my favorite teams to watch now. Tottenham.
Very good team, man.
When they're on in it, I just stick them up because I'm fascinated what he does tactically. I love the way that they're playing this diamond. So go and check out United Real Therapy. I did the preview on Friday, and I told everybody it's their first phase of play from the goalkeeper. They play from the goalkeeper with the number 6. Yeah, he drops in, and they play in a diamond. They play in a very diamond shape. So once and the thing about Spurs side, it's not about the ball, it's the movements. It's the movements that kill you, right? It's the way he moves the ball. He's copying Pep. No, he's not. He has every manager has their own spin on things, their own signature. His signature is movement. That's a move. So on the ball. They're so comfortable on the ball side. They actually get into positions before the ball arrives because they know the movement is the most. That's what dazzles people. And I said the only way Manchester United could beat them is to go high press, high intensity, and actually use their best thing, which is how good they are from the goalkeeper in a diamond with the 2 centre halves splitting, the fullbacks turning into some of the midfielders. They're in this diamond shape. I was saying, you know what? Let's press all of them. Let's get a box here. Get everybody in that box here to stop them all and press them up the pitch from the goalkeeper.
Yep.
I said, with a transition, we could win the game there and then. Saeed, it wasn't. I didn't know where we were playing low block. I didn't know we were playing mid block. I didn't know where we were playing counter attack. I didn't know where we were trying to play possession football. But the only thing that I saw was hoofball. The only thing I saw from Manchester United was hoofball. Like, get the ball and hoof it as fast. What's the point of having Eriksen on a football pitch when you're doing that? What's the point? What's the point? And then the other
passenger yesterday. He was a passenger yesterday.
Yeah, because you know why? Bruno kept getting the ball and hoofing it. Johnny Evans kept getting the ball and hoofing it. Diego Dalot getting the ball and hoofing it. Juan Bissaka getting the ball and hoofing it. You know what I mean? Varane getting in the ball and hoofing it. So what's the point? If you saw the graph, they played in midfield and we bypassed midfield. Even though we've got kid who's comfortable on the ball, we bypass our midfield. So this idea for me, I just look at that manager and I look at that. He's absolutely waffling. And then I feel so bad for Rasmus. Rasmus, like, we should have won the game. I'm like, Rasmus, what game were you watching, son? Like, what's going on? Have you got a bit of the Eric Tantanitis? Have you got that? Have you got the Eric Tantanitis? CBBC kind of children's television, like lying to people. At the end of the day, it was embarrassing. I said, hey, listen, you know me. I genuinely don't think sacking him is going to fix it. And some might accuse me of making enough excuses for this manager. But let me finish. Yesterday, I saw a manager say everything I ever said to you, and it's on this Straight Jacket podcast, so people can come and watch it in the summer before we got Ten Hag. I said, I wanted Ten Hag, Saeed. I said to you specifically, I said, I wanted Ten Hag because Man United are not winning any big trophies with Glazonomics and Glazers. So I said, the most important thing to me is that I want good football within 6 months. And you know what, Saeed? Ange is everything that I thought I was getting from Ten Hag. But unfortunately, Tan frauded me, catfished me, first of all, with Ajax in the Champions League. That's what he did. If you know what catfish is, go and know what catfish is. He catfished me with that football in the Champions League, even with the second time when they got knocked out by Benfica. the football they were playing, the triangles with Martinez and Anthony in the team, he catfished me. Then he come to United and he Freuded me. He Freuded me. And then you know what he did?
Though.
You know what he did?
No,
and I was calling it out.
Yeah.
And I was calling it out a year ago saying this football is unsustainable. But yesterday, I saw a manager that went to a club. Yes, they've got a lot of young players, 100%. They've got a lot of young players that need to prove something, Spurs, yeah? So it's a fresh start. But the way that Ange has gone there, revolutionized the psychology, the mentality, the playing style. I'm like, the training, they must love training. We've got some of our players might not even turn up for training. They must love going to training, those Spurs players, because the football is so enjoyable. Like, to play, all of them are footballers, the way you want to play. And Saeed, I tell you now, fuck the fucking name and the heritage Manchester United. Put that aside for a minute. If I'm a player, and you said to me, where am I going to, Spurs or Manchester United? Spurs, mate. And when have I ever said that in Premier League history? When have I ever said a player will look at Spurs before they'll come to Manchester United?
But you know what it is, Loaded, though? And this is why I always say, like, with football structure, I understand, you know what I mean? You need football structure to win, yeah. But when you look at Ange Postecoglou, he don't really. He's got Ange. Was it Patrici who's in jail and he's got loads of charges against him? Daniel Levy, yeah, who they want out of the football club. A lot of the fan base want Daniel Levy out of the football club. He's come in, and within 6 months, he's got them playing to a style of football that I think and believe is very, very sustainable. It very, very much is. Yeah, you're going to see them play without injuries, with injuries. You're going to see them play that in year 1. Year 2, quality will affect how far they go, but you will see their team play that sort of football for majority of the season. You won't see it every week, but you'll see it for majority of the football. And this is why I question to everybody saying, oh, but sacking the manager right now doesn't solve anything. It does, because at the end of the day, you A, get rid of the problem, which is Ten Hag, and you B, you maximize what you have now to the end of the season. If everybody says right now, top 4 is over, and top 4 mathematically, should I say top 4, when you look at the way we're playing right now, we're not going to get it, then ultimately, Jim Ratcliffe and whoever's in charge and the Glazers have got to look at that and think, you know what? We're actually not getting anything from this guy anymore. We're not seeing a passionate United team. We're not seeing a team that's under his realm in terms of positioning sense, in terms of stylistically, in terms of tactically. We're not getting anything out of him, Nordin. You've just got 11 individuals on that football pitch, Nordin, having no clue what to do. That's it. Get the ball over the top, and that's what we are now. We're long ball FC. We're literally put that ball into space, and that is it. We can't play the ball on the floor. Yeah, we had one moment where Bruno played the ball into Rashford, but Rashford did not mean to do that. Rashford meant to shoot that. Luckily, Højlund managed to grab it off him and then ended up scoring an unbelievable goal.
I don't know if you watched
look
it
at
again.
Nordin,
I don't know if you watched it again. Højlund has scored 2 goals. Both of them have been opposing setups. It was the left back that set him up, that pass. It was McGinn. It's McGinn that passed the ball to him.
McGinn.
And so he's got 2 goals in the Premier League, and both of them have come from assists from opposing players.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish your
sentence. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, though, Lord, in terms of where we going under this manager? Like, if for me, if I want the manager sat right now, nobody should question me, say, yo, but who do you get next? When right now you can clearly see, Lordin, this guy is not working, Lordin. You're seeing a manager who's devoid of ideas, who lacks inspiration. You see the manager who just looks absolutely clueless. Look, you see it on the touchline, Lordin. The faith in the fan base around the ground, you can see it. Everyone's like, yo, this guy has got no idea. The substitutions are all wrong as well. You know what I mean? Every single thing he believes, McTominay will get him a goal. That's what he does now. It's almost like, you know who McTominay has become? He's become Marouane Fellaini. You know when Van Gaal and Mourinho used to bring on Marouane Fellaini just to get you a goal last minute? Literally, they would get you a goal and back. You know what? That's it. Long ball over the top. We'll get McTominay. And he could have scored, by the way. He should have scored.
But actually, Fellaini's 20 times better than what Scott McTominay could ever be.
Yeah, I know.
He was actually effective. Yeah. Fellaini was effective. No, sorry, listen. Listen to me. You know, I'm not a Ten Hag, Ten Hag. To me, I don't make this about managers. And you know that's one thing I'm being consistent about. But if anybody's having a go at anybody who's Ten Hag out, then they need to give their head a shake. I cannot
Yeah.
have a go at you because there's no leg for anybody who's Ten Hag in to stand on. Because the perfect example it was yesterday. I did the preview. My preview title that was "No Excuses,
Yeah.
Nowhere to Hide," because of the Ange factor. Now, 100%. Ange coming to Spurs, zero expectations after Conte. The confidence on the floor, the club in disarray. He's got a bit more to work from. The pressures that are at Spurs are different. But for me, I've come to the conclusion that in the last decade, is there been any pressure on Manchester United? No, there hasn't. Other than the team that won the league that David Moyes smashed up, that team had pressure because they just won the league, so there was no pressure on them. But since after Moyes, that team, there's no pressure on any United players because if you look at our wage bill, if you look at the way the players are, we've won the only major trophy that we won in a decade is FA Cup. We've had 2 League Cups and the Europa League.
Yeah.
And for me, they don't count for me. I don't look at them as trophies. But that's me personally. But yesterday, this is where I agree with you. I agree that we've been saying it. He literally wants to get the sack. For me, I tweeted that straight away. I was like, you are bringing on Scott McTominay to change you this game. You can't hold the ball in midfield, so you're bringing another guy who can't pass, who doesn't know anything other than that the ball get in the box and maybe he can get a fluky header or a fluky leg on it.
Yeah.
That's what you're relying on. And that proves to me what it is. And check my tweet out. My tweet is there if you want to go and see people. At the end of the day, I genuinely 100% say I'm not letting the players off the hook. No word of a lie. If you said to me now, Nuruddin, now, Bruno, Rashford, McTominay, Maguire, they didn't even play Onana, who else? Wan-Bissaka, right? Diego Dalot, all of them need to go, and they go with Ten Hag, I'll bite your hand off. All of them can fuck off. Every one of them. With Ten Hag, with the coaching staff, every big Ollie left, all those fuckers can get the fuck out of the club with the Glazers. I will bite your hand off. But Saeed, I'm sorry. Manchester United are not doing that. So for me, I want more losses. And I think, just to tell you this, I want more pain. Let me finish. 3 months left of the season. I want more pain for him. I want his reputation ruined, right? Ruined. I want the players to be ruined so that literally the weekly they're getting booed because that's what they fucking deserve. That's what they deserve. And for me, getting rid of him is letting them off the hook again. I'm not having it. I don't know what you guys are like. I'm not
No, it's not because I want them out as well in the summer. But it's logically you can't do that.
They're not going to go out.
No. But that's what I'm trying to say to you. So if logically that's not going to happen, you have to sack the manager though as well because he's making a lot of decisions.
But that's what
you need to get rid of them as well.
All I'm just trying to say to you,
go on.
We've got players who got rid of Jose, Ollie, and now Ten Hag. Now I'm not having it. Manchester United we've had 6 interims, and with Ten Hag's 5 managers. I am not having another manager come in and try to blag us and go, they're good lads. They're just, low on confidence. No, I'm not having that. I've seen it. I'm telling you, Ten Hag, for me, wants the money. And you know what? Deep down, I genuinely believe they haven't got the money to sack him. They haven't got the 15 mil to give him. I genuinely believe that. That's why we're now selling youngsters for bargain basis, bargain. You know what I mean? Buy one, buy one, you get one free. That's what we got. You buy one, you get one free. That's what we're doing now. And you know what? The clubs are not even buying them players like, we'll take them for a loan. We're not giving you 10 million for.
No, there's an option. There's an option. Yeah, there's options now. There's no guarantees now. Yeah,
it's madness.
100%.
When I see these players, I'm like, nah, I'm not. So if somebody says to me, right, even if somebody said to me that major players are not going to play till the rest of the season, right? So 5 or 6 of them not going to play, not going to kick a ball. They're going to get Sancho'd, yeah? Like what happened to Sancho. 6 or 7 players are going to get Sancho'd, yeah? Anthony, Rashford, Bruno, right?
Yeah.
Diego Dalot, Wan-Bissaka, they've been shit, man. Fucking Evans. People are like, oh, I'm like,
I knew you were going to say Evans. That guy was slow yesterday, man. That guy was slow coming across, man. But, listen. Evans has done well, since he's come here. Listen, but the way he went across, mate, that was so slow, man. But Onana's even more pissing me off. The way Onana flipping went like that. It's like someone has shot him.
Back,
It's like, yo,
don't
hands up. Mate, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. He didn't make it, by the way, to the AFCON. He didn't make it to the first game. Did you know about that? And they're losing right now. Do you know about that?
No, of course.
Do you even know about that?
It's a disgrace. What he's done to Cameroon.
No,
I want Manchester United.
No. I'll show you now. And guys, please like the video, people, man. There's not enough likes in the video, man. Please, guys, everyone hit the like button. Yeah, but basically, Andre Onana will not play for Cameroon against Guinea. He's at the stadium, but not in the squad. Apparently, his flight got, I don't know what it's easy. He went the wrong way, apparently, and they had to get an emergency landing, and he had to go a different direction and whatnot. But this brother, I'm telling you now, they're losing right now. He wants to get back in time for when Manchester United play against Wolves, mate. He don't want to miss one game. He don't even want to miss the FA Cup game in against Newport or Eastleigh. He doesn't even want to miss that game. This brother, I'm telling you, he's a disgrace, man. I'm sorry, man. He's an absolute disgrace for doing that. Yeah, that's shame on him. Man's leaving last minute, you know. And yesterday, he let that goal in. Crazy, man. Crazy. Absolute madness. But like I said, man, the goals were easy. My thing is, Nordin, yeah, I hear you. You want the players to go. I want the players to go. But naturally and logically, that's not going to happen right now. You have to do it one by one. You have to do it probably over 1 or 2 seasons. It's going to have to be done. But this manager is creating a lot of problems himself. He's picking half of his lot. He's made captain to somebody's lot. He's under his reign, they've had new contracts as well. He's been giving new chances to a lot of people. So at the end of the day, he's actually creating a lot of his problems himself, by the way. But I look at Manchester United right now, Nordin, and I look at where we're going. I just look at us and I'm like, there's no direction with or without these players here. Even if I gave this guy another 300 million to spend here, and it was a fresh new lineup, I could not trust this guy anymore, Nuruddin.
No,
so where do we go from here?
No. So, hey, listen, I just say it's simple, innit? So what's the date today? Today's the 15th. Yeah, we're coming up to the end.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 months left. So we've got February, March, April, May. That's the season over, innit? Next season's over in May.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, at the end of the season would be a good time to say thank you, but no thank you, and to get rid of, for me, 2 players specifically. Bruno and Rashford need to go. Because this manager has played through them. And I'll just say, Eric Ten Hag, it's been a pleasure. It's not been a pleasure, actually. You've catfished me. You've frauded me. I hope you never get a big job. Because he talked about, before he was saying about Barcelona, they're a big club. They're this and that. Barcelona or that type of club. I hope you're never going to get that after what you've done here. And the biggest thing, what I would say, that on his way out at the end of the season for me, because I'm chilled, I think the best time to change a manager is the end of the season. I think top 4 is done. I think Europa Conference is done.
So if top 4 is done, then why don't you just change him now then? If top 4 is done, then why don't you get an interim to the season?
No, because I don't want an interim. I'm sick. I just explained to you, we've had more interims than we've had managers in the last decade. And we've just gone into another decade, right? Another decade. So I don't want another interim in another start of a decade. So what I want is somebody, I want them to go and do what they're doing. Go and find somebody that, first of all, Saeed, who wants to come to Manchester United. Do you know do you think any managers are looking at Manchester United job going, ooh, yeah, get me in there? I genuinely don't. And you know what? And I said about the place, I said, if
bro, I'm telling you, man, I want some good vibes, man. I want good vibes. If we're depressed, I'd rather just be, you know what I mean?
Good vibes with these players.
No, because you know why? No, because I know. No, but this is what I'm saying. This interim is going to get rid of these players.
Listen, AJ, where are the good vibes coming from?
I don't think half of these lot are all rubbish. I think some of them are rubbish, but I don't think most of them are rubbish.
Saeed,
I think there's some players in there. No, but hold on a minute.
I'm sorry.
You're telling me. Hold on a minute. Can you listen to me? You're telling me, yeah, we can't have good vibes at the end of the season. Just play. Don't worry about position. Just play good football to the end of the season. You're telling me another manager can't come in here and interim and play better football? Yes or no?
No.
Well, then that's crazy. No. You're being disingenuous now, Nordin.
No, I'm not. I'm being genuine.
You're being disingenuous.
I have been genuine. We're not going to win a trophy. Do you know why?
We're not getting top 4.
Listen, do you know why? I saw it with Ralph Ranieri. I saw it with Ralph Ranieri. They did it for half an hour against Crystal Palace. And then they said, no, we can't do it. Go and read what Fred was saying. Fred was like, an interim. If you're going to get a manager, right? If they're going to go and get a manager now, that's there, that's giving 2.5-year, 3-year contract. That might be different. But getting an interim and all the players, I think he gave 2 interviews, one to Portuguese magazine, football magazine, and one to Brazilian outlet. And he basically said, none of the players are motivated. Ralph Ranieri came out and said, since we got locked out of the Champions League, everybody down tooled. So this idea that you think interim,
you said Ragnick was a manager though. You said Ragnick wasn't a manager though. So
no, listen. Ranieri was the guy that they all blagged us. They blagged us, didn't they? They blagged us all and said, Ranieri is the guy. He's going to be part of the football structure. He's going to be sorting that out. And I never forget that day. I went into space when everybody was celebrating. And I said, nah, I'm not seeing it in writing. I'm the kind of person that looks at the small print. I want to see where the detail is in the small print. And so he was there. He came. He told them about the Gegenpress. They did it for 40 minutes against Crystal Palace. And then after that, they sacked it off. Then some of them, he wanted to change the training times. He wanted to do this. They were all moaning, taxing their agents. We were there, Saeed. I don't know if you're like, you don't know. They were texting their agents saying that, it's a bit too dark. Or if it messes up the rhythm, who's going to pick up
there was leaks. There was leaks.
That's what they were saying. So to me,
okay.
Not having, for me,
okay. Let me give you a scenario. So this is the scenario that you want, yeah. Hold on.
On the Wally with a brolly, I don't want to see that.
Hold on a minute. So this is what you want. Hold on a minute. Let me finish.
If I believed in these players, Saeed, on my mother's grave, I'd be like, you know what? See you later tonight. If I believed in the ability of these players, and I 100% believed it was the manager and all on the manager, and it wasn't on the players. I see them 50-50. They're 50% responsible. He's 50% responsible. At the end of the day, to start another decade with another interim, no chance.
No, but again, I don't understand. You don't understand it, yeah. So this is your logic. This is your logic. So this is your logic, right? Yeah.
Ship to go down. Your logic. I want a ship to go down.
So you're saying we're not getting top 4, yeah? You don't want to get top 4.
I don't think.
Are we winning another trophy? Okay, so that's not happening, right? So. Okay, then. So that's 2 things you think that's not going to happen this season. That's 2 things that are a big part. So you're saying right now you'd rather suffer to the end of the season with Eric Ten Hag, see what you're seeing every week, yeah, rather than play good football like you have always come on here and spouted.
What good football? Who's going to bring good football?
Let me just speak first of all. Who's going to come in? Week in, week out, going to play better football. Like I said, I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just saying play better football. You don't want that, but you want this to continue and continue and continue. I believe you get an interim to the end of the season. I don't believe he gets you top 4 because it's for me.
You want to bring Ollie back?
No, not Ollie. Not Ollie going to Solskjaer.
The good vibes, yeah? Good vibes. Who do you want then?
All I want to see is some good football to the end of the season. And actually say, you know what? Right now, we find out who can actually play football. Bring me an interim manager who actually plays football, yeah? On the floor, tactical. And then you know what's going to happen, Nurdin? We're going to see players get exposed, like Bruno Fernandes, like Rashford. Hey?
They've already been exposed.
Yeah, but again, because you know why? They haven't been exposed. No, they haven't. Because there's still a lot of the fan base who believe that Rashford and Bruno are still good for this team. I put a tweet out today, yeah, and the fan base are crying today. The fan base are crying that I've said Bruno Fernandes and Rashford are not good enough for this Man United team. If you want to go forward, Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes and Rashford are not going to be it for this team. They're not. They play in one system, one way, and that for me is not good enough for Man United Football Club. To have one style where it's so fixated on them two, Nordin, I just look at it thinking that is an absolute travesty, mate. Absolute travesty. And you can talk to me about all these stats, yeah? All these stats won't fool me. Like yesterday, Rashford's game, apart from the goal, was terrible. Terrible. Bruno Fernandes again, terrible. They play one. Oh my God, man, Lord. The audacity of him to tell the fans here to stop talking, basically. Oh my God, man. Bro, he's got 2 goals. 2 goals in what? How many months?
It's the level of delusion. It's the delusion. When you surround yourself with yes people, yes, Marcus, you're the best. Listen, as a person, I love Marcus Rashford. I think what he did for the kids, feeding the kids, his initiative to feed the homeless, I love that. As a footballer, Marcus, last season, you hit this peak. You were this season, you've been absolute trash. You've been embarrassing. And yesterday, you were embarrassing at times. And for you to do that, you don't know. You're in another world. You're in another universe of delusion. For you to do that, it's exactly what Maguire did. Remember, Maguire scored for England against
I know, against
Albania, and did that when he scored
yeah.
against Albania. I'm just like, wow. So for me, it's embarrassing. Like, Saeed, I said it. I said from January. I've been saying it for a year that
Do you think
football
they
was
should go?
unsustainable.
Do you think they should
100%.
go, Bruno Fernandes and Rashford?
Saeed, 120. I said in January, you can't play through. I've been saying it for a fucking year. Nobody wants to listen. I said you can't play through two players. You need to play in a system. But you know what, Saeed? Majority of you were buying this when he was telling you 4 trophies. And I was like, there is no way in the world you burn players out 4 trophies. And you know, yesterday, I realized that Spurs, and Ange came out in a press conference after and said, you know what, we've had flu all week. And you know what, some of these players came out, they wanted to play. I look at Manchester United, I think we played against Wigan. Before that, we had 8 days or 7 days. Then we had how many days we had before this game began. And then I look at it, I think, it's not even a tiredness. Now they've got 2 weeks off. Yeah. 2 weeks off. So this idea of me even making an excuse for me, you know what, they've been fatigued. Saeed, facts we have to hit hard. When I see Skip and Højbjerg bob the ball around, for me, Bruno Fernandes has absolutely nothing to offer me. And Marcus Rashford, no word of a lie, the best thing we could do is try to do that to us, do that to the fans, because that was for the fans. He'll probably say, "Oh, that wasn't for the fans. It was for the football analysts. You know, all these guys on Talksport and stuff like that. No, it's for the fans. That's why you did it, right? It basically what we want him to be staying, and hopefully he can get a couple of more goals. And when Mbappe goes to Real Madrid, we hope that Paris Saint-Germain are daft enough to put in a ridiculous, money, and then he can go and play in Paris. And you know what? Do that in French football. No problem. I'm happy to let him go. And I just think it might even be better for Marcus Rashford. I genuinely think that. I think it might be better for Marcus Rashford, his career.
It's a relationship with United.
I genuinely think go and play in another country, go and learn another language. Get out there, Marcus. Get out of the bubble of Manchester. And to be fair, because he's the local lad, he gets a lot more pressure on him. If he doesn't do something, everybody's on him. So, and Bruno, for me.
Oh, my God.
Forget about captain. I don't want anyone in my football team. I genuinely. And if you would take that to me now, and Ten Hag, I'm happy to take that. But Ten Hag, for me, catfished me, frauded me, and I was telling the warning signs from a flipping year ago. And now, I want him and the players to suffer together, Man United to finish 9th or 10th, so that new manager comes in hopefully in the summer and has a clean slate where there's no European football, where they just go concentrate on the coaching, has that season where he concentrates on the coaching and the style of play and how he wants to improve, and there's zero pressure. That's what I want.
Yeah. Guys, there's over 600 of you in here. Not even 300 likes, guys. Let's get them likes up, man. I don't know what's going on with everyone.
Like Jim and the Glazers, mate. Jim and the Glazers.
Man. Guys, come on.
And the Glazers.
We don't ask for much, man. Guys, if you're watching right now, get the algorithm up. You know, it's all about algorithm. YouTube is based on algorithm. If you like the video, gets out to more people, pushes it out there. So please, if you're watching now, it looks like a thumbs up button, hit the like button. But you know what it is, yo? For me,
listen, how was it to see Jim in the flesh? To see your boy Jim, Saeed?
I didn't see him. Actually, I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him anymore, but he spoke to the media or whatnot. But I didn't buy into what he said anyway, man. He did a little bit of a talking, basically. You see it. He did a bit of talking, man. But listen, mine is seeing to believe it. Listen, people think that I'm on Jim Ratcliffe, but I'm Jim will fix it. So this people,
the whole world is, mate. The whole world is.
No, but no, they know. Like,
everybody's twerking. Everybody's twerking now. It's not 25%
I'm only going by what people said to me.
It's 29 now. 29. It's not 25 anymore. It's 29. 29.
29? Why is it 29?
apparently he's got more shares from the New York Stock Exchange, but he's only got nearly about, I think, 20 that are with voting rights.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I just think, listen to me, yeah. Jim Ratcliffe must have watched that yesterday, yeah, and the anxiety around Old Trafford. And he must have
He's
thought,
talking to
bloody hell, man.
Fergie. You see on TV. Obviously, I was watching it on
Oh
TV.
man,
He's
listen, you know
talking
what
to
is with
Fergie.
Fergie, man? Please, man. Seriously, man. Fergie's killing me, man. Like, listen, I love Fergie, yeah, but he needs to get out of the limelight, man. Lorden, I'm sorry, like, genuinely Lorden, man. Can someone just tell him just to relax? I know he loves United, but I just feel like he's gonna influence something. He's gonna influence something, man. And I just can't do it anymore, man.
He was
You've had
telling
your
Jim.
time.
He was telling Jim, it took me 4 years to start this out. Ten Hag needs a new contract with Bruno and Rashford, another new contract as well to boost them, delaying their 30s.
Oh my God, man. Listen, I love Fergie, but please, everyone, let him drink his little red wine and stop putting pressure on him. Oh, but what do you reckon, Fergie? Take a step back and let him just enjoy himself. Because I know United. What do you reckon, Fergie? You know what's best for the football club. And I just hope, yeah, they've got
No.
footballing people in charge, bringing footballing people, sack this manager. Like I said to you, yeah, Barcelona won the league last season with Xavi. Now he's on the cusp of leaving Barcelona. He has been terrible this season and he's on the verge. But people want me to have this sentiment towards this manager who's A, like you said, catfished everyone, and B, not playing the right way. And he keeps saying there's positives in what we did yesterday. Positive. There weren't no positives yesterday, Nordin. Genuinely, Nordin, yeah. The epitome of Ten Hag's kind of reign, yeah, is the way he's given so much respect to the opposition at home, especially at home, Nordin, yeah. The way he's given respect to people to allow the ball, allow possession to dictate, then to rely on your guys up front. Garnacho, bless him, he looks like he's just, you know what I mean? Like he's run out of ideas. Rashford, like I said to you,
Well, he
one
shouldn't
in
be
a
playing
million.
every game. He shouldn't be playing every
Well, there you
game.
go. But
And
where's
where was
Anthony?
Ahmed? And where was Ahmad? I told you he's
I
getting
don't
sold
know,
at the end of the season. He might get sold this month,
bro.
actually. He might get sent out on loan this month because Anthony's back now, innit? He wants to protect
Oh
Anthony.
yeah, that's true. That's
So,
true. He
and
might
then,
not get game time.
yeah,
He
he
might
might
not
not
get
get
game
game. He
time.
might get game to 100%. So this side, listen, Eric Ten Hag for me, I was calling it last
Yeah.
season. I was calling him. I was criticizing him when everybody was was thinking Ten Hag is the man. 4 trophies. This, and I was like, no, you can't do it, mate. In the most congested season in the history of football,
Yeah.
you're not doing this with 13, 14 players. You're not doing this. So for me, I've been calling this manager out for a year, people, for a year. And all you latecomers, come to the party. Come to the party. But for me, he's let Saeed. It's been the biggest disappointment. Listen, Man United have disappointed me. Even when Fergie was here with the midfield and that, when Fergie used to say, you know, there's no value in the market. We know that it was covering up for Glazers, yeah? We know that. We know that. He made the Glazers actually in transfer. He made them money. He made them money, actually. They were on a plus. Like the likes of Stoke and that were spending more money than us in the transfer window. Can you imagine? Right? 365 on that. Bet 365 Stoke was spending more money than us. But, and I've been disappointed in the last decade, yeah, but I had to realize who the bankers were. But Eric Ten Hag, Saeed, it was the nail on the coffin for me. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yep.
He's the biggest catfish, the biggest fraud. I don't call him Ten Hag, Ten fraud. Because I've seen, and if Andrew wasn't here, maybe I might have been still be going, you know what, it's a bit difficult by Man United. No, because I genuinely deep down know Manchester United now is a football club unto the Glazers and the bankers. You come to get paid. You come to get paid at Manchester United. It's no pressure. What pressure? But Onana yesterday, Saeed. We'll go into it when the United Real Therapy, but Onana, Saeed. Onana, we were like, get rid of David De Gea, because what does David De Gea do?
He don't come out of his box, yeah. He don't come out of his box, exactly.
So,
I've never seen
so we buy this guy, and they go, this guy, you know what United fans were telling me?
He's commanding. Is he commanding?
Commanding. People told me, Nuruddin, you don't know what you're talking about. He's commanding. He's a super goalkeeper. He's the best goalkeeper in a ball with a ball at his feet. He bullies people in the box. Absolute shitbag.
Yeah.
Absolute shitbag. You watch the Richarlison side. Watch the Richarlison go back. It's 2 yards from the goal. How?
Yeah.
I'm
Even the
coming out
Romero
to
one,
clear
though.
everybody. Punch it. Punch it. David De Gea now and
Yep.
again will get a bit of brave and punch it. Punch the
Punch it
fucking
out.
ball. Punch it out. We've got an absolute breakdancing clown in goal.
Yeah, but even the second, no. Even the one where Romero hits the bar. Like, why is he not coming out to claim that as well? Look how close he was, and he's almost gone back in the net. I'm like, you need to be the one where you need to come out and show that you are strong enough to be like, you know what, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna make sure everybody's okay. He don't give you that like commanding keeper. Like that's one thing. One thing that I thought that we were gonna get loaded is that we're gonna play out from the back. There's gonna be a system. Look at the way how long he takes to kick out as well. By the way, loaded. This guy has no urgency at all as well. I think that's directly from the manager. It's got to come from the manager. It's got to be from the manager, surely. Because I don't understand how you are not kicking that ball quickly out. That's what we bought you for. That's what David De Gea couldn't do. Distribution. But the slowness, Luridan, Tottenham, Luridan, played the ball within seconds to Højbjerg.
Yeah.
We,
bang.
Varane, to Dalot, to Wan-Bissaka, to this, to that. You know, it's to me, to you. But they get a ball, they zip it into midfield. They zip it into...
Saeed, I proved you that. I said the ball goes through. The first phase, they do the triangle to go straight through the middle.
Crazy.
And Onana.
Crazy, man.
So all those... the chat's a bit quiet, innit? All those Onana's the best goalkeeper because you watched him for one game. Where are you now, people? Where are you? Are you hiding? All of you are hiding. The Onana sexuals. Where are you? Where are they? I'm not. You know what? They're all disappearing. They're all running for the hills. They've all been running for the hills. Onana sexuals.
The thing is with me,
Onana. Can't even do jack. Onana, don't come back, mate. Onana, we don't want you back. That's what the new chant is, mate. We don't want you back, mate. I don't give a damn. Give this. Everybody's laughing at the Turkish brother. And Bendir, everybody's like, "Oh, he's crap. He's worse than." I don't care. Give him an opportunity. I don't care.
He might not play though. That's the thing. He might not play. He might not play. Don't know it. If you look at Eastleigh, we've got Tom Heaton. Tom Heaton's on the bench. You know what I mean? Tom Heaton might get a game before Bayende.
I'd rather have Tom Heaton,
man. Sorry.
I'd rather have Tom Heaton.
No, but I'm saying though, we didn't bring Bayende for no reason. We needed him to be number one. You know what I mean? If there is a situation where he could be number one, you know what I mean? Let's be honest, man. Tom Heaton isn't a number one, is he? You know what I mean? So in that aspect, it's crazy. Now, you know what? It's true. Yeah, big up Sophia. I was a big fan of Nana. I say Lord of Mercy, been shy. Yeah, he has. It's okay to admit. That's what I'm saying with fans, yeah. It's okay to admit we got it wrong. Same way we got it wrong with the manager. It's okay. Onana, is he that guy?
I got it totally wrong. I thought I was getting Ange kind of manager who is so determined on his style of play, who is like, no, if you can't do it, ta-ra. And all I got is Sky going, 4 trophies! 4 trophies! We're going to win everything. I'm playing 13 players to death. Nah, mate. Nah. So for me and Eric Ten Hag were Tata a long time ago. Bruno. What can I talk about Bruno? He's just an imposter. He's a guy who came, by the way, and you know what? I want to be objective. He came, he was like this, just a spark. He came into a depressing Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We had all Pogba injured, McTominay, all of that. This one, McTominay used to be decent back in the day. All of them were injured. He came in, I'll never forget his debut against Wolves. Bang, goal straight away. You know what I mean? And then it was the love affair with Bruno, making an impact in direct. Nah. On the Ranieri dipped. On last season, did all right. It wasn't amazing last season.
No, it wasn't amazing.
This season.
No. You know, Lodi had a 64% pass accuracy yesterday. 63% pass accuracy yesterday. That's a shambles for Man United number 10 as well. This is why I believe, United have got to get rid of him. Get me Xavi Simons. Get me the guy from Bayer Leverkusen. We need technical footballers, Nordin, at this football club. I am tired of these footballers that we bring in, these spam merchants. Get rid of them all, man. So I'm seriously, Nordin. Give me technical footballers that don't get you 30 goals a season, that don't get you 36 goals assists a season. But you know what they do? They create for others to then, they become the initiator. They become the facilitator. You see how Iniesta wasn't the facilitator? They were the facilitators. I big up to HKM Music, man. I told you all
big
about
up.
Bruno. Guys are
Give
fraud.
him his
I took
flowers.
abuse.
Give him his flowers.
Yeah, no. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. There was a part of me where I was like, nah, give Bruno his kind of like, broski.
Facts.
No, that's
to
it.
me, I was
It goes
calling it game after game. I was calling it, and sometimes he played well. Like I will always.
You
If
know what's
Maguire
bad?
plays well.
Loaded.
If Maguire plays well, I'll
Loaded.
call it. If McTominay plays well, I'll call it. If any player plays well, in my opinion, and I will never shy away from that. They might not be the style of play that you like, but Bruno now, and from last season, for me, he was done out here.
You know what's mad, Loaded? Yeah, I'm big up said horrible football. He plays for himself, not the team. My thing is, guys, with Bruno Fernandes, I was a big fan of Bruno Fernandes when he came in because I was like, this guy's infectious. He's scoring goals. We finally got a goal scoring midfielder because we're not really used to we had Scholes, we had we didn't really have like number 10s that would score goals. Like you might have had it back in your day, you know what I mean? And whatnot. In terms of
Cantona was a number 10, second striker.
Yeah, Cantona was a number 10.
Dwight
York. I mean?
Dwight York, Dwight
York and whatnot. But like we didn't really have like
Rooney when he dropped back. Remember Rooney? Rooney was
Rooney. But then again, he was more almost like so. It was kind of one of them where I was like, you know what, like we've actually got like a number 10 who's like goal scoring. But then when you actually like unravel everything and you kind of like the mask comes off, loaded. A lot of these guys have bluffed us because actually when it's time to now say right. Let's play some football now. We need to build a team now. Before it was kind of survival mode. Now we need to build a team. When you build a team, Rashford, Bruno, who else is in there? There's so many players, by the way. Anthony, these guys, you cannot build a team around them. You go get me a manager out there, yeah? The club doesn't like technical players. Maybe that's, I don't know, Nuruddin. Is that true? Do you reckon our club is allergic? Donny van der Beek. Listen, I'm not making an excuse for these guys, yeah? Donny van der Beek, Sancho. You're looking at Paul Pogba. You're looking at who is it? Even this Amad Diallo if he doesn't come in. Technical footballers since Fergie has left. Kagawa, Mkhitaryan. Who else has been there, Lord? We've had so many ballers that should have been good. They should have been good.
Di Maria.
Di Maria's another one, yeah. We've had so many technical players, yeah. But then we don't value that. We don't value it.
Because we don't build that. Listen, because we've not had managers who built technical football around technical footballers. Juan Mata's another one, yeah. We killed
Broski. We put him on the right. Lorden. The thing is, yeah, I look at the fan base, yeah, and this is, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm in the ground, Lorden. I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. But the fan base as well needs to take a lot of the slack as well. Because I feel like the fan base within Old Trafford as well, we love a lot of get the ball out wide, let's kick it, right. You know what I mean? Like I don't think they like the passing. I don't mind keeping the ball, but I feel like the fan base is almost like, we don't want that kind of like playing out for the back.
We used to play that football with Ferg. We used to play that football with Ferg. Remember? Hargreaves, Carrick, Scholes, pop it around in midfield, get it out wide. But that's technical football.
So what's changed now?
We don't have the quality and we don't have the base. We don't have the winners. We don't have winning mentality.
No, I do think though, as a fan base, we're more inclined to players, playing for the badge and whatnot, and and showing that
that's all we've had since Fergie's left. That's all we've had.
But there you go.
So the technical players, we don't have any manager who believes in technical players and technical football. So we've been conditioned to only believe in get it out wide, get it up front quickly.
Get it out wide, get it long.
Yeah, slide and wide, get it in, and that was David Moyes. We came in with David Moyes, remember? Slide and wide.
Yeah. What do you make of the Elise links today? Did you hear about the Elise links?
Saeed, if you're Elise's uncle, if I'm Elise's dad, if I'm Elise's neighbor, if I'm Elise's teacher, former teacher, I'm telling him, listen, lad, if you want to get paid and get a big contract, yeah, if you want to get about 300 grand a week, and you don't give a damn about your football, like where you go football-wise, go to Manchester United. Come late for a couple of days, and then you'll be out on loan somewhere else. If you want to go to the top of football, you do not go anywhere near Manchester United.
Shall I show you the problem though? This is the problem for me. He's been injured here. He's been out for a
Yeah.
year, over a year. He's also out for another
Oh,
month, I think, as well. So he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
only come back in November. He's also out with another month out for hamstring injury. My thing is, guys, yeah, I
How
like the
old is
player.
he?
He's 21, I think it is, or 22. Michael Elise, 23, 22, 22, 22.
That's a lot of injuries for a young player, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem, man, guys. Let me know in the chat, yes or no to Elise, considering the injuries record. Let me know in the chat because I want to really, the thing is for me, I can't be buying another football that's got another injury record. Even Pedro Neto, I like Pedro Neto, but he's got a bad injury
But
record.
one of my favorite wingers in the Premier League. But I
You,
do
yeah,
not
you
want
know
him.
what you've had said that.
I loved him. I
But
loved
then
him.
again,
But
do you go get Bakayoko, who's from the Dutch league, that's quick, but they're not technical, or
no,
maybe
no,
not
no, 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 no,
as good
no,
as
no,
Elise and
no,
these guys?
no, Saeed.
I
Get me
do
up.
like this one. I do like this one. I like Nico Williams, Atletico Bilbao. Have you seen that kid?
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah. He's
Nico
good. He's
Williams.
good. Yeah, yeah. He's good. I've seen
He's
him
good.
play for
Yeah, I like
Spain.
him.
I saw him play for Spain. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's
But
based in Spain. His brother plays for Ghana.
yeah, yeah. I've seen him play for Spain. At the end of the day, I'm
Yeah.
waiting to chill. I'm waiting to chill and give Ahmad a chance. But I want Anthony out. Get Anthony out.
Yeah.
Get Bruno out.
I see
Rashford
more
out.
Ahmad as a 10. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see
Yeah,
Ahmad
yeah,
more
yeah,
as a
yeah,
10.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see more
You know
Ahmad as
what? I'm not
a
gonna
10.
lie to you. Guess what? My team that I picked on Friday, I actually had him as the number 10. I dropped Bruno. I had him as
Bro,
the number 10.
facts.
Because I remember when Sunderland played him in that hole, he's so good at looking after the ball. He doesn't waste that much possession. Yeah.
Yeah. Big up HK's at least your attitude's a lot worse than Sancho. He will tell Eric Ten Hag off. Listen, Eric Ten Hag doesn't have no management skills, so I don't know what he'd do with Elise because he don't really speak much Elise. You know what I'm saying? Big up Elise, man. But you know what it is with me though? I feel like, Gary Neville said it on his podcast yesterday. He goes, United, would you want to come to United? That's the thing though.
No,
Would
I
you want
said
to
it
come
already.
to United?
I've done shows on it. I've be like, who would want to come to Manchester United? Who would want? Saeed, I said who would want to manage Manchester
United? Don't tell me this is true, man. Matthias De Ligt. Oh my God. He wants to bring Robbie De Ligt. Who else does he want to bring in, guys?
Fucking hell.
Oh my God, man. This manager, seriously. Yeah, they got to get rid. Listen, they've got to make sure. Look at his hair. See here. Let me just bring it up right now. Oh my God. We're bringing the band, Nordin. We're bringing the brand.
He's another
Martinez,
injury
100%
prone guy, if I'm
satisfied.
not mistaken.
His former coach is very interested in bringing him back to Man United. If Ten Hag remains Man United manager, De Ligt is to become a top target in the summer. You know what, man?
Who's that by?
That's Plettigo. He's quite reliable, to be fair. German. Quite reliable, to be fair.
Nah, I think they're having a laugh.
Oh my God, Lord.
I think,
Rejects. That's what we are, man. Rejects FC. Here we go.
Rejects FC. Listen,
bro,
everybody's
man,
coming. You know why?
Seriously, man.
Listen, Ten Hag is telling these former players, guys, we were starving. We didn't get that much money at Ajax. Everybody come here. Let's get some money. They pay. Manchester United pay. That's what Manchester United do. We pay the money.
Bro. Wants to bring more Ajax players to play a different kind of football. The guy is confused. Sack him. Bro, you don't know what his style of football is, Nordin. You can't tell me what his identity is.
No.
You don't know what Ten Hag aspires to be. You can say, right, this team is like Ange Postecoglou is aspiring to be this player. I can tell you what Ange Postecoglou needs. I can tell you right now, I'm like, yo, he needs this sort of player here. If you can get this player right here and that player right there, they could be cooking. But I genuinely don't know where Ten Hag, who he buys next.
I would never trust him. I could not trust him in the transfer window to ever buy the guy that fought Anthony here. Oh, fucking hell. Anthony here. Martinez
could he win with
the only positive about yesterday? The only positive about yesterday, was Martinez looked good. It looked like
Martinez,
Martinez. That's the only good thing. So Martinez, a warrior, and I love him, and I think he's definitely, to me, he's the real captain of Manchester United. You know what I mean? He's the real captain.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah.
But
you know what's mad though, Nordin? My thing is that when you look at the whole situation now with the club, and you look at that structure of the football club. Do you believe though Ten Hag could work with that football structure because he's set on his own ways? He's a stubborn man. If you think like this is what I'm saying. Even when I say, okay, give the manager time with the football structure, I can't see a manager who has been persistent on former players and former staff and former this and former that to then say, you know what? I might fancy a little bit of Braithwaite. I might fancy a little bit of that player there. I might fancy Elise on the right hand side. I might fancy that. I
The
might
biggest
fancy a
thing,
technical winger rather than a player who's actually got in. You know what he likes well? Rashford, Garnacho, and Hoyland. What do they all have in common, Lurdin? What do they all have in common?
when I look at it, well, they're all different players, but they all have in common that
No,
they've
no,
got
but
zero
no, but
chemistry.
they like to play
They
in
have
behind.
zero.
Though. They like to play in
Yeah,
behind.
they like to. Yeah. They all like to run. To be fair, Hoyland, if he was coached properly, would be able to hold up the ball. I think we're not getting the best out of him. I think we just get him to fight up the park. But Rashford is the guy who likes to get behind. To be fair, one thing I will say, Garnacho is better than Rashford with a ball. He comes inside at least and comes across.
Yeah.
He likes to go
A
behind him,
better.
but he likes to. But the chemistry between all those three is not there. You know the funny thing. For me, the biggest thing is that, like, I want Ten Hag gone at the end of the season anyway, right? But in another world, in another fantasy, if he was ever going to stay, I'll be like, no, you will not allow to sign anybody that you've ever coached ever again because you're not playing that football anyway. Saeed, this club is supposed to go and get Dan Ashworth. He's the good football operator. They're supposed to go and get this. Paul Mitchell, for me, I'm not kept up his career. To me, Paul Mitchell, you get him with Rav Ranier. If Rav Ranier is on top of the operation, is the boss of Mitchell, I can work with that.
Do you think we get Dan Ashworth? Do you think we get Dan Ashworth? Because we can't. If we can't sack the manager, can't pay his compensation, can we then afford to pay Jim? Them lot over there. I just don't know. I don't know what the situation is.
I'll be shocked.
With FFP
I'll be shocked unless Jim's bringing the money out of his own pocket now.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, bringing it. And it would be ideal if he did that because that means then we can actually have some money to kind of play with. But broski, bro, we got some serious issues, man. Genuinely, man. To the end of the season, man. You want more problems, but I'm just like I'm tired.
I want more problems.
You know why,
Say? You know why, Say? You know why I want more problems? Because I genuinely don't think we've hit the bottom yet. I want to get to the bottom. Rock bottom. I swear I'm not. I think I genuinely think you know me. I'm not saying this for laughs or anything. I think that we are this far off the bottom. We need to get this has to be so despair, Saeed, that what you have to do what Rav Ranier said. If one guy I can bring back, forget Dan Ashworth, I'll bring back Rav Ranier. I will pay compensation to the Austrian FA and bring him back as the head director of football or sporting director. That's what I would do. David, Dodgy Dave, or Dave and Brent from The Office, he can talk all he wants, mate. Football is so different from athletics, mate. But shout out to Nice. Nice are still up there, aren't they?
Yeah. By the way, are you on the Benzema train before? Are you on the Benzema? Come on, man, Nordin. Benzema? Come on, man. Surely you want a bit of Benzema. He's actually not a Zimmer frame. He's actually more. No. He's actually a bit more mobile. He's a bit more mobile than a Zimmer frame. Now, generally, he's not that. He's not an Ericsson Zimmer frame. He's more a bit of a lightweight Zimmer frame.
You go on, bring up his injury record. Just quickly bring up his injury record. I want to see his injury record. His injury record is abysmal. I swear to you. All you need to know is we're going to rock bottom if you bring Benzema. Why do you think?
Let me bring his.
He's getting paid. How much is he getting paid?
A lot over there. A lot.
What is he getting paid? How much is he getting paid? $1 million.
I'm not sure. Chat in the chat. Let us know in the chat.
$1 million a week, innit?
Something like that. So he's not been injured. He's only been injured 10 days in November. And then, his injury record's not too bad. Last injury was 2022. Proper serious injury. He's only missed one game, 2 games. He's only, man, he's fit as a fiddle. He's a different sort of player, man, than you think. You know what I mean? I'm being serious, man. Look at Lewandowski. Lewandowski's 34, 35, and he's still playing for Barcelona.
How
at
old?
his age.
So we'll have Ericsson, Evans, and Benzema. That's the five.
So what do you want then?
That's
We
the
got
five,
Martial
mate.
is 28. Martial's 28 and he's a Zimmer frame.
He's a
So
super friend.
is it any different? Is it any
Yesterday,
different?
I'm not gonna lie to you, for the first time in a long time, Oni Evans got exposed. He didn't. You know what? The Ten Hag snide. He didn't even protect him. He didn't go. You know what? Get. Let me bring two
Yeah,
guys in. Let me bring Casemiro and Manu on, and let them protect him.
yeah.
Let them protect the guy. He didn't protect him. Did you see him? Nobody was near him. Started falling about like
Yeah.
he started not having any
Bro.
balance. And then did you see the way he went to Bentacore like that? He's shaking. He's shaking. You know what? I'm not lying to you. Bentacore looked at him and said, "Sit down, old man. Have a pipe. I'll get you the copper in a minute. Let me just put this in."
How old is that Bentacore now, by the way? Let me see.
He's a
He's
brilliant
been around
player.
for a while.
Saeed, he's a
What a
brilliant
player.
player.
26, still 26, you know?
Saeed, he's younger than
Wow.
McTominay. He's younger than us. So
Bro, man.
with Man United, Saeed, I'm not going to lie to you. In 1.5 years, Parasici is done bits in that football club. Kulusevski and Bentacore, two guys I would have bit your hand off at Manchester United.
Yeah.
And Bentacore, for me, I would play him as a number 10 and go on, lad. He's so much technical ability. He's better player than Bruno could ever be, mate. That's my opinion. Technically, more better. Pleasing on the eye. He's a goal scorer as well, Saeed. But he does his graft for the team. See him grafting. He grafts for the team.
Yeah.
It's shocking, man.
Nah, man.
Manchester
It's one of them.
Manchester United are.
Yeah. But we got no game now for about, I think, 2 weeks now, Nuruddin. No game till Eastleigh, I believe. Eastleigh is our next game.
Once that replay,
Is
actually, we might have to do some scouting. We're going to play.
Yo,
Is
listen.
it Eastleigh? Who are they called?
They're playing this weekend, I think it is. They're playing this weekend. Newport and Eastleigh. They are playing tomorrow. So we'll find out tomorrow who wins that one. I think Newport will win, to be honest with you. Newport will definitely win that one. So yeah, we'll play Newport in the next round of the FA Cup. That will be on the 26th, I believe, or 27th. Or actually 28th. 28th, yeah, 28th of January. And then we don't play until Thursday. And then we play again on the thingy. So we'll have 3 games in a week from 2 weeks time. So
Let's see. They're still losing. They're still losing, aren't they? Cameroon. I hope the whole Cameroon, they're still losing. It's half time.
The Senegal win, or they play later on. Senegal. The Senegal
won 3-0. They won 3-0 against Gambia.
Oh, big up Senegal, man.
Yo,
big up
Senegal. Shout out. Can we shout out the Reading fans today? Can we shout out the Reading fans? Reading fans.
Reading, yeah.
Shout out the Reading fans, by the way. Real fans. Stop the game, mate. They stopped the game, mate. Shout out.
Can we do that, Nordin? I asked everyone in the chat, Nordin, yesterday, yeah. If we did that, do you reckon the problem is though, we'd get banned? We'd get banned, Nordin. So we have to make that sacrifice. Yeah. But if 50,000 people went on the stadium, though, would they ban 50,000 people? I don't think they would.
They will never ban 50,000
so there you go.
People.
It depends if how many people come.
It would have to be 50,000 fans on the pitch. The Glazers, I personally think the Glazers will then go. I personally think then they would go. Because it would kick up such a massive uproar that actually people will be telling them, you know what, we can't police this. If you did it 2 games in a row, just walked on the pitch, just come on the pitch.
Yeah.
They would go, but we haven't got that. Our fans are that divided. We haven't got that. Fans think, come on, lads. And you know, like half of the fan base who are there are pensioners. They haven't got it in them. And they shouldn't have to do it. They shouldn't have to do it.
I know.
And that's why the Glazers are clever. They don't give any young people, because the way our stadium is, they don't give any young people. It should be 100-seater stadium. You should have at least 40,000 young people. Then you can do that. But shout out to Reading, because the way that guy's treated their football club is been as a disgrace. And he's giving them no choice. That's what he's done. He's given them no choice. So they're not asked about getting banned. They think they're going out of business. It's the last attempt to try to save their football club. But guys, come on, join us, man. We're going to be talking about
come on, John, guys, let me just find out how many likes we got here, because I think we've not got at least half the likes that's in here. We have got 349 Let's get up to 400, guys, man. Guys, if you're watching right now,
Listen, smash a like on the
likes.
video. Smash a like on the
Come on,
video
people.
unless you're a glazer. Unless you're a glazer.
Yeah.
Saeed, I'm not gonna lie to you. Seeing that the reaction of some of the fans, I've not heard any fans who thought that we played well. I'm not fans anybody who's happy with a draw. I don't know who's happy with a draw. I don't know.
I don't know.
You tell me.
We'll find. I'll tell you on the stream after. I'll tell you now, people. But guys, head over to United Real Therapy. Make sure you tune in. Like the video. I won't be back. I won't be around for 2 days, people. But I'll be live tomorrow morning. But I won't be around. Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm gonna be in London, do some filming for the Big Six. So make sure you check out the videos that I put out. But I might do some content when I get back Wednesday night. I might do some content. But guys, head over to United Real Therapy right now. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.